Hey guys, Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. This is a fun little video I wanted to do. It's a hard decision, a little bit of a trick question. Which do I like better, Ruger or Smith Wesson Revolvers? This is a tough one for me, but I've got a couple answers. Now, I've got a Ruger Toklat in 454 Casull. Obviously, this is a big outdoors gun. And I've got a Smith Wesson 686 in 357 Magnum, and it's a 7-shot revolver. Both of these are in just in case leather holsters. If you check out my Instagram, I actually have a code for a discount, a Chuke's code, which is kind of funny. But this is going to be pretty easy for me, and I'll just tell you right up front what my decision would be, and then I'll talk about that. So for an outdoor bear's gun, or a rugged outdoor gun for hunting, hiking, fishing, going to be defense against bears or large predators, I'm always going to choose a Ruger. Ruger is just, it's tougher. There's more metal in it. This thing is safe, as you can see. Nothing in there. There's more metal. It's just known for being tougher. It's able to handle all the hot rounds. So can Smith & Wesson. We'll talk about that. But I will always choose Ruger. For a defensive in the waistband, you know, social work type pistol for inner city stuff, and this is safe as well, I will always choose a Smith & Wesson, mainly because it's got a better trigger. It's also just a classic gun. I feel it's more elegant, it looks better, it carries better, it feels better, it's completely reliable. It's hard to beat a Smith & Wesson in 357. I haven't been as impressed with, like, say, a GP 100 Ruger 357. Chuck had some problems with his. It wasn't getting good ballistics. He thought something was off with the chamber or something. I just like these better, and the trigger is amazing. Smith & Wesson stock trigger compared to a Ruger trigger, the Ruger feels like you're clicking a big heavy staple gun. There's just no comparison. The only thing you can do is this Ruger Toklat has a custom trigger job by Wild West Guns, and it actually feels like a Smith & Wesson trigger. So if you want the best of both worlds, get a trigger job done on your Ruger. Now, one myth I want to dispel, and Chuck from Alaska Ballistics is the #1 guy that keeps telling me. Just last week he told me, oh, if you know, you got that Smith & Wesson, remember, you can't shoot heavy hard cast buffalo bore bear loads out of that. It'll destroy your Smith & Wesson. That is an old wives' tale. The reason he's saying that because he remembers seeing on boxes of buffalo bore ammo and hard cast where it said only shoot through Rugers. Don't shoot through a Smith & Wesson. The reason he thinks that is because people were taking heavy buffalo bore 44 Magnum and they were shooting them out of their grandpa's, I don't know, the precursor to the 29 or whatever. They were shooting at them out of a 70s Smith & Wesson, you know, with the walnut grips and the blued barrel, just brittle and 40 years old. And it was exploding or cracking the cylinder in the barrel. Those were really old, those original 44 Magnums definitely were not made to handle the modern, you know, super high pressure buffalo bore heavy rounds. However, modern Smith & Wessons are. The steel is almost the same as the Ruger steel. It's just as strong. I don't know why Chuck keeps propelling this myth. The modern Smith & Wesson, you know, even the scandium frame Smith & Wesson backpacker, that will handle bear loads no problem. I don't like shooting a lot of it out of a scandium frame. Of course, you don't want to do a whole bunch of it, but I've shot buffalo bore out of a Taurus tracker. It was painful, but I did it. So I have shot buffalo bore 357 rounds and Underwood 357 bear rounds, hard cast, the coated hard cast, out of this 357 Magnum Smith & Wesson. No problem. It was fine. In fact, a lot of times I'll carry buffalo bore or Underwood hard cast in this 357. So that is a myth, and that has nothing to do with my decision. My decision is based on, yes, they're a little more rugged because there's extra metal in them. And I just feel for a save your life wood situation, the Ruger is the best choice. That's hands down, people in Alaska tend to choose Ruger revolvers over Smith & Wesson revolvers for the outdoors. In the waistband carry for around town, that's your preference. I think that a Ruger would be fine, but just my preference would be a Smith & Wesson. So let the arguments begin, and let me know if you think I'm wrong and if that myth is true that these heavy loads are exploding Smith & Wesson revolvers, specifically in .44 Magnum. So I appreciate the views. Please like and subscribe. Help me out on Patreon if you can. Thanks, guys. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.